Hello singers, I'm Sophie Shearer. Today we're talking about singing jazz. I love jazz. Good jazz. Alright, what makes jazz vocalists different from pop vocalists? First of all, they tend to take on a little more of a husky tone quality. They tend to use slow moving vibrato, a little wider of a vibrato. They make slower movements in general. Also, they use quite a bit of edginess in their sound. And often they add a unique pronunciation to the lyrics that they're singing. So let's talk about each one of these and kind of how we would use it in a song. Okay, I'm going to take one of my favorite jazz songs, Somebody to Watch Over Me. There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be someone to watch over me. Okay, that's the bare bones of the melody there. Bare bones. Okay, now let's figure out how we would add each one of these things in to jazz it up a little bit. Slow moving vibrato. There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be. So I'm not using quick vibrato here. Turns out to be. That would be very quick for like pop music, okay? Rock music, something else. It's a little slower. It's a little more molassesy. Think of it kind of stretching out, like kind of like a jellyfish movement, okay? Using more edginess allows you to add some moodiness into it. It really helps you create emotions well. So if you're going to say, there's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be. Kind of helps engage the audience a little bit more. Notice too how I'm pulling back on the volume a little bit in order to achieve that edginess. That's perfectly fine. There are more scatty kind of versions of jazz where it's like everything there is really loud. It's kind of all in your face. This song would be the opposite of that, and you'll find both in the world of jazz. So plan accordingly. Okay, now let's try some unique pronunciation. This is cool because really there are no rules. You can go way weird, and as long as you're engaging your audience, making them watch, it's not bad. It could even be bad, but they're still engaged because it's so different and weird and bad. Okay, so like this. There's a somebody I'm longing to see. That's extreme, okay? Very extreme, but you're glued. It's like, what's next? What is she going to do next? It's so off the wall that it makes you watch. So experiment with that one. Have some fun. Maybe even record yourself. Watch the weird faces. Listen to the weird sounds that you get. And you may kind of push it 2 steps too far and then reel it back in, but don't be afraid to experiment. Okay, let's try some huskier tones. Adding a huskier tone to a jazz song is going to really make it mysterious. It's going to add some warmth to it and more soul. So you can say something like, there's a somebody I'm longing to see. Helps to stick your lips forward. I hope that he turns out to be someone to watch over me. So, a little different mood, okay? Of course, you have to go with the song, figure out what mood you're trying to create, and then figure out which tool is going to help you create it. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe here so you can get all the new vocal tips, and connect with me on Twitter and Facebook at Sophie Shearer. Also, think of it like a jellyfish.